What it do, gang? How y'all feeling, man? If y'all cool, say cool. All right, cool, perfect. So, ain't gonna lie, I came up here with like 7 poems because I ain't know which poem I wanted to do for real.
It'd be like that.
I'm gonna pull this a little bit closer. So I've been in the habit of trying to memorize everything as of late, and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and they was talking about professionality, like how professional are you if you are reading versus if you performing a piece. And we was talking about a whole bunch of different artists, like Nikki Giovanni. She gonna get up and she gonna pull out her book and start reading, but that's professional. But then we watch Talam AC, and he get up, and I don't think I've seen him or a clip of him use a piece of paper. So it's like that juxtaposition of what is professional and what's not. But I don't give a fuck, and we gonna rock out, cause yeah, I still wrote this motherfucker, right? So I got this one piece. I'm very thankful to be in the city of poets. So Keisha Nicole Foster, I had to teach a writing workshop. So I work at, I work with Writers in Residence, which is a organization who does a lot of work with students who are in juvenile facilities, so juvenile detention centers. And so I had to teach a poem. It's called a ghazal. A ghazal is a poem, for people who don't know, is an AB format poem where the second word on each line is the same word. And Keisha Nicole Foster has a poem called A Ghazal for Black Women, and she used the word abandon. And while I didn't use the word abandon, I wrote this, A Ghazal for Tomorrow, and hopefully y'all rock with it. A ghazal for tomorrow. Today might have been hard, might have been hazardous, might have been hazy, but it's almost night's end, and those big brown eyes of yours have seen it through. You didn't hesitate to make choices when changes occurred, big or small, you stood tall. Held your head as high as heaven, still smiled as wide as the Mississippi River, still laughed as big as the Washington Monument, because boy, you be monumental. You be a giant, a figurehead, a ghazal as long as Lil Wayne's rap sheet, boy, you big. Bigger than Big Pun, bigger than Big L, bigger than B.I.G., boy, you notorious. Your mafia be nowhere near Junior, stay flyer than 3-6, boy, it's big. Like 100, like senior, take your time. Take your time like senior citizen. Take up time like senior citizen. Take in time, time and time again like black hole. Or better yet, like senior citizen, big. Like you forgot small, like senior citizen, think big. Like heads that come in the shape of peanuts, live big. Like DJ Calil, you so big, you can make another one big. And tomorrow is yet again another one, indeed. Another chance to lay seed, to plant trees and see fruit spring, even your garden big. A backyard, the measure of Kansas, a carefully crafted syndicate of fruit, ripe for picking, vegetables ready for uprooting. Your harvest shall forever be as big as the Harlem Renaissance. Baby boy, I hope you reap a love so big it be a renaissance, a reckoning, a wrecking ball, a rejuvenating revolt. I pray it be a protest, big, like Nat Turner. You got rebellion in your bones. You was built to unfold like an unfurling flower in springtime. When you open up, it be big. It be big. So tomorrow, I hope you open up loudly. I hope your tiny doubts and minuscule mishaps only be pollen for bees and butterflies like birds with big appetites. I pray your thirst is quenched. I pray your quivers are quieted. I pray your qualms are covered with quilts soothingly tucked in a big bed of safety and silence and surety and assurance. I pray you practice growth when tomorrow comes. I pray you choose to face your obstacles head on, no matter how. There you go. Cool. Thank you, man. Thank you. So yeah. I've been playing with ghazals. I'm working on like a one-man show right now, and like 12 of the poems is ghazals. But I really been playing with form and stuff with sestinas and pentones, trying to get better at being able to pull in form and make it part of a performance as well, for real. So that's been a really fun experience for real. So I got a rough draft and I got something that I just wrote this morning. Which one? New shit this morning? I hear that more. Straight out the ass. Last night, I pondered about how many hands it took to create the Colosseum. A perfectly crafted kaleidoscope into human history, I wonder how many revisions it took before final blueprints were agreed upon. I wonder if they said, fuck it, let's just start and see where we end up. You see, history is funny that way. Half of it is planned out and the rest of it just pans out. And we find our place somewhere in between. It is such a beautiful human thing to adopt issues and ideas that aren't even our own, to answer life's existential questions through simply keeping on. They say the true measure of who we are is what we hold in our palms. Well, I chose to hold this pen and write these psalms to figure it out for myself. To Alexander the Great my way into legacy, to mold my manuscripts into monuments. Many men want the crown, but Rome wasn't built in a day. The Colosseum, for example, the Colosseum took 10 years to complete. They even made a road that leads directly to the construction site. The original builders are unknown, but to make something this colossal took over 70,000 people. That is 70,000 individual lives. I imagine the men who sacrificed for their sons, the masons who might have lost thumbs, the map makers that had to redraw history over and over and over. You see, the reality is we cannot do any of this on our own. An idea might have a home in one man's heart, but the moment it transfers, something special happens. Do y'all feel that? A catacomb of yesterday sink into silence. A cosmic collision of creation is then birthed once more. A new balance, a new cadence of consciousness is catapulted into thin air and fireworks. Y'all, so many fireworks make noise, make life, make something once so minute. See, love is made here. When something that matters to me begins to matter to you, too. You see, the Colosseum took 240,000 transported carts of stone and over 87,600 hours to orchestrate, and each brick, each minute was carefully organized into a building that still stands 2,000 years later. And ain't that all we ever want as artists? For something we created to matter even if we don't. For these poems, for these books, for these stories to be found somewhere underneath the rubble and ruins, for something of ours to live long past the wars and natural disasters. I mean, we all got plans, don't we? We all got blueprints and maps and roads we choose to travel, but ain't no telling how it all pans. You see, the thing about the Colosseum is the man who mapped it all out died before it was finished. And imagine that, not knowing if your goal was ever even accomplished. Just hoping your accomplices have the courage to see it through. We all got a purpose. And the thing about a purpose is just because we plant the seeds don't mean we get to eat the fruit. And my awe about the Colosseum comes with the understanding, my nigga, it ain't all about you. You see, King Nero passed it down to his sons. They took the torch and knew just what to do to acquire something. Also means to acquiesce. It means there are no more answers to any questions. You must read and use context. You must pick up and build using whatever is left. The world we interact with on a daily basis is not a simulation. While some of it may be calculated, life is a lucky guess. I create what I can along the way and just modify the rest. The Colosseum no longer stands as tall as it once did. But you know what does? The pyramids. Which is to say, my nigga, stay black. Yeah. Yeah, I be trying to, what I've been trying to do is like challenge myself. When I know there's a performance coming up, I try to write like the day of to like just practice my pen. How much time I got left? I've been like in the mode of like Sharon just drives for real, for real, for real. So I got like. Okay. Y'all want to hear some other shit I wrote today? Well, I started writing the other day, but I started writing it today, and then I'm gonna be done. That's cool. It's a draft, so don't get too caught up in it. It's gonna change. It's April 1st. I'm at a red light, just leaving Starbucks, and my engine is knocking louder than my landlord was back on March 17th. If your speculation is I'm going to be late on rent again, you're probably right. I got 5 days to turn in $900, get an oil change, go grocery shopping, and still have enough left over to tell the girl I have over, don't worry, shorty, I got it. I'm heading home. This shit real. It's April 1st. I'm at a red light, just leaving Starbucks, and my engine is knocking louder than my landlord was back on March 17th. If your speculation is I'm going to be late on rent again, you're probably right. I got 5 days to turn in $900, get an oil change, go grocery shopping, and still have enough left over to tell the girl I have over, don't worry, shorty, I got it. I'm heading home, bumping Cleo Soul. I'm about to post a picture of me performing at a show I made $700 off of with a caption like, you got to wait your turn to set yourself free. And I'm going to get like 200 likes, maybe like 6 or 7 comments, and nobody is going to care. Like, nobody going to give a fuck. Nobody is going to give one single damn, but for me, in moments like this, my ego needs to be fed. And just then, I hear Cleo Soul whisper, don't let it go to your head. Not the crowds or the critiques. Forget the media and the mystique. Don't you remember how big you are? Not your age or how many clicks you get on your page. Not your fans or your funds, boy. I'm talking about your soul. I began to meditate on the subject of these soliloquies, how often I pour out substance, but as of late, I've been lingering with the lousy pen, lazily laying down ink in my notebook like my notebook got time to take naps. Only poking my head out at open mics when it benefits me best, like I'm already the best. I must confess and admit I do think I'm the shit. I do believe niggas get hella inspired whenever I spit, but what's the point of it if I know I'm still only giving 50%? That's how far I got. Appreciate y'all, gang. Yeah, I always appreciate Broken English. I'm glad to kick it for the last show of the season. And I'm just happy to be here, gang. Appreciate y'all.